very, very good thing. And so I'm going to hold fast to it as long as I can until I take my last breath. I pray when I take my last breath, I'm holding her hand. And then I cross over to the other side, and hopefully thereafter she has a heart attack and dies as well. It crosses over with me. Because I don't want to be in heaven without her. It's not heaven unless my wife is there. And so y'all be sure to tell her I said that during Sunday school. So I need some brownie points today. And so, but anyway, hold fast to her. Don't let her go. Don't let him go. Hold fast to him. And so prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. Let's move on to the next verse, verse number 22. He says, abstain from all appearance of evil. Abstain from all appearance of evil. Now, this verse has been misinterpreted in so many ways. And let me give you an example. And I might get in trouble today, and that's fine. I've been in trouble before. But let's use an example. And I don't know what your opinion is about the movies, whether you go to the movies or don't go to the movies. This is not about the movies, okay? Even though I'm going to use the movies as an illustration. You can go to a theater, and they have a bunch of different movies they're going to play, right? They're going to play Godzilla and at 7 o'clock, and then they're going to play Rocky at 8 o'clock, and then they're going to play Gone with the Wind at 9 o'clock. And so you're going to have all these movies, and you can go at 7 o'clock and watch this movie, 8 o'clock and watch this movie, 9 o'clock and watch this movie. I've heard preached a lot that you shouldn't go to the movies and watch that because nobody knows when you go in what you're going to watch. You could be watching Gone with the Wind, you could be watching Rocky, or you could be watching, what's the other movie I said? Godzilla. You could be watching Godzilla. Is Godzilla a movie right now? I'm using Godzilla because I snuck to the movies when I was 16 and went and watched Godzilla. And so that's why I'm using Godzilla. And so and I've heard that. Okay, so if we're going to use that same logic, okay, that same logic. So let's use that same logic. If I go to Walmart, I don't know if you're buying alcohol or not. But now let's say, what if I go to a liquor store? That's a different ballgame. What if I go to a XXX theater? That's a different ballgame. That's a different story. I shouldn't be going to the XXX theater because I need to abstain from that appearance of evil. Amen. I shouldn't be going to a liquor store because I need to abstain from that appearance of evil. That doesn't mean I don't go to Walmart. Walmart, I buy groceries. I'm not there to buy alcohol. I go to the movies. I'm not going to go to the movies to go watch a triple. If I wanted to watch a XXX movie, the theater's not going to be playing that stuff unless you go to a XXX theater. I'm going to abstain from that XXX theater. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go to that liquor store. Now, if I want to go watch Godzilla take over Tokyo, I'm going to go watch Godzilla overtake Tokyo, or if I'm going to go watch Gone with the Wind. Is that still a movie today? Not a show. I don't know. I'm using those. My mind's not. My kids will know, and your kids, all of your kids and my kids will know what movies are out. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Abstain from all appearance of evil. I'm not going to go to a liquor store to buy Coca-Cola. I'm not going to go to a XXX theater or XXX bookstore to buy a book. But I'll go to Barnes & Noble's and buy a book. Are all the books at Barnes & Noble's good? No, but I'll go there and buy one. I'll go to Walmart and buy my groceries. Right? Is everything at Walmart good? No. The same logic. As soon as you got to use your brain and think for a moment, abstain from all appearance of evil does not mean that I can't go and watch a movie at a theater if I want to go watch a movie at a theater. But I'm not going to go to the XXX movie. I hope I made that very clear. Abstain from all appearance of evil. I am careful at where I go and what I do. And so I'm going to stay away from certain places and certain things because it is all evil and I want to abstain from that evil. And so which is important. Let me give you another example. One other example and I'll be done. I'm not going to go to a bar room and buy a Coca-Cola. Right? I'm not going to go to a bar and buy a Coca-Cola. What's a local bar in Slidell? Anybody know a local bar or in Gulfport? Who? What is it called? Brad Smokies. Monkey. Brad's Monkey. Brad's Monkey is a bar. Okay, it's a bar. I'm not going to go to Brad's Monkey and buy Coca-Cola. You know why? Because it is a bar. Can I ask you a question? Boy, y'all going to shoot at me today. Does Los Tres Amigos have a bar? It has a bar. But you know where I'm going you know where I'm going today for lunch? I'm going to Los Tres Amigos. And you know what I'm going to order today? I'm going to order a street taco with corn. I switched it up a little bit. I'm going to order street tacos with corn tortillas with a Coca-Cola. But they have a bar. I'm not going to the bar. I'm not going to go to Brad's Monkey. You know why I'm not going to go to Brad's Monkey? Because it is a bar. I'm not going to go there. But I'll go to Chili's and eat. I'll go to TGI Fridays and order me a steak. I'll go to Olive Garden and order me a salad and eat that triple meal thing that they got and deduct the thing. Go to where? Buc-ee's. I'll go to Buc-ee's. I went there last night. I'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Logic. You have to look at it and think for a moment. I'm not going to go to Brad's Monkey and order alcohol and order a Coca-Cola because it's a bar. But I'll go eat at Los Tres Amigos, and they have a bar. They have a bar. So there are certain places I'm not going to go, but I'm not going to use that and say, bless God, I'm not going to go to Walmart. And so I'm going to be very careful. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
A couple of years ago, I was downtown spreading the gospel. And I went into a bar, particularly to spread the gospel. And I was told not to do that.
By the bar?
No.
Oh, by an individual? So I'll answer that question, I'll be done. I have preached in a bar on more than once. When I was in college, we took a class that was called Christian Manhood, and one of the things that we had to do was go to a bar, get permission, and preach, and I did on more than one occasion. I've been to the casino more than once, to get people out of the casino, and I went just the other day and got a guy out of a casino, and so and met the guy Friday and got his paycheck from him, and have his money at home in my safe because he's having a bad gambling problem. But when I went straight into where he was at, got him, and left. Right? I wore a tie. I put on a suit. I wanted to make sure that I was set apart and looked different than everybody else that was in a casino, gambling. And so if I was going to go to a bar, I'm not opposed to you going to a bar and witness, and I'm not at all. But here's what I would do. One, I would get permission from the bar owner. I would get permission. I would not do it unless I had permission. I wouldn't do that. I would only do that in every establishment. I wouldn't go to Los Tres Amigos and start going soul winning from table to table unless I had permission from the owner. I wouldn't do that in any establishment. Most establishments have no soliciting. And so and I know that I'm not soliciting, but at the same time, they don't want people bothering the people that are in there. It's a business, and that business owner has that right. And so I would only go in and witness if I had permission. I would ask the bar owner, can I go in? But then I wouldn't go by myself. I would have somebody with me. And so if I was going to go soul winning in a bar, here's what I would do if it was me. I would do a couple of things. One, I would get permission. Two, I would text Brother Mike and Brother Duffy where I was going. I don't want them getting a phone call. We just saw your pastor at the bar. And I want them to know that I'm at the bar soul winning at Brad's Monkey. And so I would do those things. And then I would have Clint with me. And so I would have somebody with me. I would text Brother Mike and Brother Duffy, and then I would get permission if I was going to go in there and go witnessing. What? That's right. Yeah. So I would be real careful. But that's what I would do if it was me. I would just not walk in there and start going. I wouldn't do that at Walmart. I wouldn't do that at any establishment unless I had permission. I would have to have permission because it's private property. It's their property. I wouldn't want to go in and offend people on someone else's property. So I'd be careful. I'd be careful with that. Oh, I'm not telling you what to do at all. I'm just saying me personally. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Absolutely. Ms. Carroll?
Since you brought up no soliciting, what about the policy about
So what I do is if I see no soliciting, and we can, because we have taken this to court and we've won it, we're not selling anything. We are not soliciting. But I just leave something on the door. I don't knock on it. I just leave something on the door. If it says no soliciting, I just leave something on the door. I don't knock on the door. If it says beware of dogs, I leave something on the gate. I don't go in. And so I try to be careful with that. But yes, no soliciting. We're not soliciting. And we know that. But normally, in my younger days, I would have knocked on the door and been like, and then argued for 20 minutes on we're not soliciting, and then they ain't taking the track anyway. At least if I leave the track, maybe it falls down. They pick it up and read it, and yeah, absolutely, I would for sure. All right, we'll pray, and then we'll start church at 11 o'clock. Lord, I thank you for this morning. Lord, I thank